welcome Nyle DiMarco, who is joined by his interpreter, Grayson, to the show.
Oh, I wish you could hug. Hi. Oh, so good.
Have a seat, have a
amazing.
seat.
You look incredible. Look at this beautiful crowd.
Oh, my
Hey.
gosh. I'm sure that you will be told the reaction of the Tam fam every time there was a picture of you shirtless up there. I mean, I don't know how to sign woo, but that's what I heard the whole time.
Woo.
Woo. Woo. There you go, they're all doing it.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Far too kind. Thank you.
Your Instagram post celebrating making the Times best, it was so much joy. How did you said deaf power, you were like, it was amazing.
Deaf power, absolutely. It's so unbelievable and so unexpected. I didn't even realize how many people would be interested in reading my story, especially, from a deaf perspective. I mean, I'm telling my life as I know it, growing up in an entirely deaf family, and writing this book was an incredible experience, but to have that many people go out and buy it and read it is a really humbling moment for me. I feel incredibly blessed. And it makes me excited that people are interested in deaf stories and they're interested in the deaf perspective from our community.
And in your perspective, even from the deaf perspective, is still extraordinary because it's generational. Your family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not a lot of people realize, actually, that I'm the 4th generation in my family to be born deaf, which means my 2 brothers, my parents, my grandparents, and my great-grandparents. And my older brother actually just had a baby boy who's now 3 months and also is deaf, so making it the 5th generation, yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people, when they find out that I come from a deaf family, often greet that with pity. And they think that I've come from struggles and that it's hard, but in fact, the opposite is true. It couldn't be easier, because from the first day of my existence, I had access to language. I could communicate in my home. I knew that my parents loved me. And that was why I titled my book Deaf Utopia, because truly, when I described my childhood, it was a perfect world in so many ways. I mean, obviously, everybody faces their own problems, right? Their bullies, their issues, sure. But as far as having access to communication and love in my own home, I had that from the very first day. So it's fantastic.
I love that. Even when I first saw the title, I said, Deaf Utopia. I mean, what a beautiful way to refute this notion that it's a bad life. And you say it's a life worth celebrating, and that's what you're, I'm sure, going to teach the new baby in the family.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I definitely took some time and, thought about the title Deaf Utopia. It wasn't something that came easy. For a long time, I was trying to figure out what I could sort of say in 2 words, right? But it just felt so on the nose, because deaf is typically looked at as a negative from the larger community. And also, utopia. I really wanted to dance around the idea that it was hearing loss and the idea that it was, some sort of a barrier when people wanted me to change the title. But I thought Deaf Utopia really was perfect. Taking a negative for so many people and adding it with a positive, I thought was a really good juxtaposition in so many ways. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Woo, yes it does. Thank you. I love it. Coming up, Nyle's love letter to his mother. I cannot wait to read to you what he said about his mom, Donna, after the break. I am back with model and activist Nyle DiMarco, whose new book is called Deaf Utopia. I have to read this about your mother that you put in the book, The Love Letter. You said, of Donna, your mom. Mom took on all those hats as a superhero, de facto single parent, telling us stories, instilling values of love and respect, laying the foundation of our language acquisition. She was an advocate for you and your siblings, and to know that she poured that love in you and you were able to write this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
A lot of people ask me who I look up to, right, in this industry or in life in general, and I always tell you, it's my mom. As cliche and as cheesy as it is, my mom is my biggest hero. Growing up, she gave us access to an education because of the work that she was doing. We went to 3 different schools in search of the best curriculum and the best opportunities for us. And my mother fought for that. And deaf schools in the 90s, when I was growing up, were mostly run by hearing people, and deaf people weren't given the chance to lead. My mother pushed for them to be empowered as educators and leaders. And it wasn't until I got this platform in the entertainment industry that I really realized so much of the value of the advocacy work that she did. My work now is truly seeking to emulate what she did and carry on her legacy. And I'm so incredibly thankful for her. Honestly, she's my hero.
Yes. And you are a hero to so many others. You were nominated for your Oscar for the documentary Audible, which is beautiful, by the way. And your work is being noticed. We know, of course, the awards that Coda received. Is this a transformational moment? Or the 90s that you talked about with the schools were run by hearing people and some of the challenges that you face? Do you think things are better now or getting better?
I think now we're starting to see progress, but we still have a very, very, very long way to go. We're still very much in baby steps. Now that we're starting to see an increase in deaf representation on screen, which is fantastic, I'm challenging Hollywood to be pulling people from my community behind the camera, because authenticity doesn't happen on the screen. Authenticity is built in writers' rooms and directors' chairs. And I'm incredibly proud of the work that I did on Deaf U. We built a groundbreaking structure of 50% deaf and 50% hearing crew. And it was so that we could model authenticity for others in the industry and create an example for them to follow. We wanted to essentially forge the path. Yeah. And I want to tell Hollywood, if you want to invest in our stories, you have to invest in our people first. And it's something I'm incredibly thrilled about, bringing attention to, putting us on the map.
Well, congratulations on this. Thank you. Niall's book, Deaf Utopia, is available now. And you know what we do. Everyone in the audience is going home with a copy of the book. Oh, thank you so much, Niall. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.